Good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and welcome to Throwbacks, where we talk all things cool and retro. We have what could possibly be the figure of the year. Maybe not, but maybe. This figure looks so good in package, pops off through the bubble, just excited about it. Obviously, we bought two. I think this is one of those ones that seems like everybody that I've seen, family, friends, etc., that's gotten this in the mail, they got two. So it seems like I'm not the only one that had this idea. So obviously we're only gonna go through one today, but this is labeled number 20 from the Clone Wars. There you go, there's a little artwork on the back. An ancient, honored, yada yada yada, heritage within the hallowed halls of the Jedi Temple was the role of the Jedi Temple Guard. They carried imposing, thick, double-bladed weapons and produced a rare and distinctive yellow blade. Not too rare unless you're good old Rey Skywalker, right? So, enough of the jibber jabber. Let's go ahead and crack on into the Jedi Temple Guard. Alright, our Temple Guard is free from his plastic prison. Let's go ahead and check out his double-bladed lightsaber. Again, we get yellow, so I think this is probably the second time. Oh, side note, forgive my finger action. I have been working on a diorama for Stranger Things, so it kind of took a couple days off from doing reviews and just finished, but also just got this guy in the mail, so hey, we had to make it happen. So here we are with dirty fingers and all. There is your double-bladed hilt there. It definitely looks different from the one that I got from Disney. I got a lightsaber from there. So definitely a lot different, but maybe this is how it was in the Clone Wars TV show. So I'm going to assume this separates. Of course, you know they say about people that assume. Well, obviously the blades are going to come off. So blades do come off. But they do not separate, so that is interesting. I think it's kind of a common thing that it does separate, but maybe I'm wrong on that. But all in all, there you go. You do get one large, thick hilt. Nothing too crazy to write home about. Like I said, it was a little different than the version I have from Disney. So, could be wrong, could be right. Who knows? But now what I do know is that I am excited to get on into this, so let's do just that. And starting off here with a very cool face mask action going on here. I'm not sure why, the lore of why they wore the mask. I guess maybe when they're off duty that they, you know, pop this off and they're just normal Jedi. I'm not sure. But interesting all the same, and definitely, clearly makes this a whole lot more toyetic. The hood here is all plastic all the way down to the back. Shoulder bells, you do have a little more gold inlay action going on there. Gold on the face. I do like this extra wrapping here behind. It's just a very cool mold and sculpt here from all this. More Jedi emblems, gold there. And you have a non-gold inlay going on there. Pretty cool. Again, you got the shoulder bell, gold, more wraps, kind of armor. And then you have, I'm not sure what these are, probably some kind of keys to unlock particular rooms inside the temple, like the archives, things like that, that are off limits. So that's pretty neat. A nice little accessory action going on there. It does slit open there on the back, and then you do get your soft goods going on to the back with an extra little detail here at the bottom. Looks really, really good. And then you also have the soft goods in the front, again, with that detail running down the side. I do like this extra little attention to detail here. Just this little, you know, squared off. And, you know, they could have easily just went straight and came across, but I love the squared off. Really just adds a lot to this figure, man. Just look at the difference if you can. Just imagine how that would look if they didn't go that extra mile. But, man, super cool. You do get some articulation restraints here because of the shoulder bell, so up and back about that height, that's kind of what you're getting. Feet, not too bad. It's a pretty decent little kick action. You can get a nice little display out of that with the cloth goods, so you can get a pretty good action shot, I think, with that going on right there, so not too shabby. You see the other side does about the same. Doing them together, Yeah, I think that works. You can definitely get some good figure photography if you're wanting to have these guys fighting off during Order 66 or something like that. But let's go ahead, get them all posed out, and give our final thoughts on the Star Wars Black Series Jedi Temple Guard. Alright, and there we go. Some really good looking figures. No doubt about it. You got the single blade option, you got the double blade option. Either way, I don't think you can go wrong. Heck, you can hang it on his belt there along with his other keys and things like that. But very, very nice. If I had to find a gripe, I guess I would say that you like the being able to see the stitching there in between his legs, I guess would be a gripe. But these are $25 figures, and they're pretty cool, and this is a deep cut. We've never gotten this in Vintage Collection. I think the only time we've ever gotten a Jedi Temple Guard is in the Rebel Pack, and that is a very expensive for a basic figure. I think it's like anywhere between 40 and 60 bucks. So definitely nice to see this, which I'm sure means we're going to get one in the Vintage Collection here pretty soon. But those are just my opinions, and I'm sure that you have yours, and we'd love to hear about them in the comments down below. And while you're there, you might as well go ahead and like the video, and of course, subscribe to the channel, as we do post new content every single day. But it is that time, once again, it is time to get on out of here. It is time to throw one back. So for myself and Uncle BJ, we are going to throw one back, and we'll see you all next time.